comprehensive preparation platform for all the engineers. All the candidates who are joining me live, just quickly confirm your presence in the comment section and tell me whether my audio visual quality, everything is clear so that we can start with the session. Before we start the session, let me just tell you what is the ideal duration and what is the agenda for today's session. The ideal duration for today's session is going to be approximately 45 minutes, and in this session we are trying to understand that how you can score 75 plus marks in GATE 2023 electrical. This session is going to be important for other engineering streams students also, because I have included some general points also, and those general points are applicable for any student, any aspirant who is preparing for GATE 2023 or any other competitive examination. So all the candidates who are joining me live, just quickly hit the like button and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss any of the important updates, and subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep if you have not subscribed till now. So let's start our discussion. Some of you may be joining me for the first time, so there is a brief introduction about myself. My name is Ashutosh. As you can see on the screen, I have 11 plus years of teaching experience, completed MTech from ITBHU in 2010. I have written a couple of books, and these are my areas of expertise, that is power system, electrical machines, electromagnetic field theory, material science and engineering ethics. I also deal with current affairs also. Before we start the session, some important information I want to share with all the students. BYJU'S Exam Prep is launching 500 plus important questions, and it is going to be something like a live workbook. When the examination is very near, what is your agenda? Your agenda is that already you have covered most of the theoretical portion, and you want to practice good quality questions so that you can gear up for the final examination. And this is what this particular series is going to aim. This is going to have an experience of that you are solving a live GATE workbook, and this will be available for all the engineering branches: civil, electrical, mechanical, electronics and computer science, instrumentation, and it is going to be starting from 25th of August. And the name of this series is GATE Champion Series. So if you have not started following this series, start following this series. It is going to be very impactful for your examination. Let me just chart down what are the important areas I am going to cover in this particular session. The first thing I am going to discuss is belief to conviction. First, you have to have a belief that you can achieve these many marks in the GATE examination. Most of the candidates, they don't have this much courage, they don't have this belief in their mind that yes, they can also get 75 plus marks in the GATE examination. Once you have the belief, you work for it, you plan things, you execute those plans, then very easily you can achieve this. The second thing is planning. Planning is one of the most important part of your preparation, because if you plan in the right direction, then that plan is going to give you results. But if you are going to plan in the wrong direction, then the same plan is not going to give you result, and it is going to put you in a wrong direction, so that you become far and far from your final destiny. Then we have revision. Revision is a very important part of your preparation, because if you don't revise, then what you are reading is very difficult to be finally, you can say, translated or culminated into the final marks in the examination. You may be having this gut feeling that I have read this particular topic, but when you sit in the real examination situation, you face the questions, then you are not able to solve it. Why? Because you have not done proper revision. So revision is also very important. Then we will talk about result oriented approach. Last 3-4 months, the next 3-4 months are going to be very crucial, and you should always be in the exam oriented mode. You should never allow any situation to take priority over your career or preparation. Your preparation and your career has to be your first priority. Mr. Ritik Kumar, how are you? Welcome to the session. He is asking, GATE Mahamarathon for 2022 is enough for the concepts. That also you can join. See, every time when we are coming with the series, we are coming up with the new questions, we are coming up with some more energy. So definitely you can follow the previous series also, but if you attend the live courses, that will be much better for your preparation, okay, because you can directly ask your doubts directly to the faculty. So that will be more interactive and that will be more beneficial for your preparation. Is it clear, everybody? Then I will be talking about capacity building. Capacity building is one important area in your preparation where most of the students lag. If you ask any common student, any average student today that what are your weaknesses, then he may not be knowing that, and if at all they are knowing, he is knowing that, you ask them 15 days, 20 days, 1 month later on, the same weaknesses are going to be carried by that student. Why? Because he is not working on those weaknesses. So until and unless you work upon your weaknesses, it is not possible to get the capacity building. And if you don't have the capacity building, my friend, it is very difficult to achieve good rank in the GATE examination. And believe me, GATE is an examination where you have to prioritize. Before appearing in the examination, you have to choose. You want to go for the higher studies or you want to go for the jobs, because these are two different areas through the same examination. Because if you simply want to get a job, then within 100, 150 or 200, you should be lying with the All India rank. Your All India rank should be within 100 to 200. It means within 100 also, within 150 also, 200 also. There are some PSUs who allow up to 200 also rank. But the safer limit is 100 to 150. From rank 1 to rank 100 and rank 150, if your rank is there, then there are high chances, high possibility that you will be landing up with some good job in your hand after the examination. But if your aim is higher studies, then up to 1000 rank also you may get various opportunities. So you have to decide. If you simply want to go for job, then you have to prepare for this examination at a certain different level, okay. So capacity building is very, very important. It is not that someone is born genius. Nobody is born genius. Everybody has to make effort. If I have to go from ground floor to first floor, I also have to climb up 12 stairs. If you have to go, you have to also climb up 12 stairs. There may be some person who are having a ladder. Now that ladder may be having 8 or 6 stairs, but they also have to at least climb up 6 to 8 steps. It's not that directly they are jumping. So everybody has to work for the capacity building if they want the results. Then you have to focus on effectiveness rather than. Good evening Satya, everybody, welcome to the session once again. Gear up for very important discussion. We are having how to score 75 plus marks for GATE 2023. Especially we will be focusing upon GATE electrical in the later part of our discussion, but the first 20 minutes around I will be devoting towards the general concepts, general areas where you have to improve upon and you can get little more confidence in the examination. So I was talking about effectiveness. Effectiveness, you have to focus, not just the efficiency. I am not saying efficiency is bad. I am saying efficiency is also okay, but at the same time you have to you should better focus on effectiveness. And then I will be talking about relevant topics. Again, I am not saying important topics, because important topics may be changing every year. What comes in GATE 2022 was important for GATE 2022, and what is going to come in GATE 2023 is going to be important for GATE 2023 only. What I mean by relevant topics, I will just let you know. I will just let you know what is the strategy, how to approach the syllabus, how to deal with the topics that I will be discussing. So everybody, just give me a like button. Just hit the like button and give me a like and just tell me whether we should start the discussion or not. Yes. And quickly share it with your friends and colleagues so that more and more people are going to be joining this. First thing, you have to understand the difference between a belief and conviction. Belief is a very weak idea coming in your mind. For example, how many people are having this belief that they can actually achieve this? Because 75 plus marks means you are getting under 100 rank. Sure shot. It may be within 50 also, depending upon the difficulty level of the question paper. But 75 plus marks means your rank is going to be within 50 or maximum up to 100 All India ranks. So how many people are having this belief? Very less people are having this belief. So the first thing you have to change in your mind is you have to believe that yes, I can also get it. Now what is conviction? Conviction is a very strong will. When you have the conviction of doing something, then you are not thinking about the challenges, you are thinking about how you should overcome these challenges. When you are having a belief, you are always thinking of excuses, you are always thinking of the obstacles or the challenges. I have seen many people, many students who came across and they are asking, sir, we are not able to study for more than 2 hours. Now this is really a very impractical question. Have you ever asked anybody that you are eating chole bhature, how many chole bhatures you should eat? You decide now how many chole bhature you want. When you are eating something very delicious of your choice, do you ask anybody how much I should eat? Your brain, your body should tell. And this is the same principle you should apply when you study. Your body, your mind, your soul is going to tell you how much you have to sit and how much you have to study. It's simply about how much input, how much contribution you can make, and accordingly you will get the result. It is not a non-linear process that you are giving X amount of input and you are getting the output as e raised to the power X. No, this is not the case. It's a linear process. How much you give as input, accordingly you will get the output. Let us see. The first thing you have to do is you have to believe. Now most of the people are at this stage. Even if any one of you are going to have this feeling that yes, we can also crack the GATE examination with under 50, under 100 rank, but you are still at this stage. Your eyes are closed, you are not able to learn, you are not able to observe with your surroundings. From this level, you have to achieve this level. Are you getting this? This should be your attitude when you are preparing for such a competitive examination. GATE is one of the most prestigious examination for any engineer, along with engineering services. So you should always be in this conviction mode, without any confusion, without any doubt in mind whether I will be successful or not. You should give your 100% and you should try with all your efforts how you can make your performance better in the examination. That should be your intention. Everybody is okay with that? Just give me a comment and tell me whether you are able to follow this or not. Is it clear? So are you going to fall into which category? This category or this category? How many people are going to fall in this category and this category? Okay. Right now you are at this stage, but try to achieve this stage. Okay. Try to be more focused, more concentrated, and try to give every single bit of your effort in the right direction. Then we have planning. Now planning is a very important part of anything. Okay, we'll talk about distraction also, don't worry, Mr. Shivam, thank you. Listen. See, planning is one important part of any activity. When you want to achieve something, then planning is very, very important. There is an old saying that if you do not plan, okay, if you fail to plan, then you actually plan to fail. Because without planning, you cannot achieve big things in life. Suppose your mother is asking you to bring 1 kg of tomato. So do you need any planning? No, you don't need any planning. Simply randomly you will go, you will take the carry bag and you will get some money from your mother and you will go to the market, you will buy the tomatoes and you will come back with a smiling face. But when you have to achieve a rank in the GATE examination, my friend, you cannot achieve it without a proper planning. Please understand this. It's simply like you are driving your car or your motorcycle with your eyes closed, without any planning. That is not going to make you happen a good result in the GATE examination. You are not able to make it. So if you want to make a good result next year in the GATE examination, my friend, you have to have a good planning. Now please try to understand. When you are going to plan for GATE examination, some important inputs you have to keep in your mind. Number one, you have to plan for resources. Okay. When I say resources, the first thing is time. When I say resources, the first thing is time. See, knowledge, data, information, everything is available, free of cost also available, and if you are enrolled in a particular time bound course, then that is easily available. But what is not available is time. The most important part of your resource is time. How you are going to plan your time, that is very, very important. And these are some small inputs which are going to create a big impact on your result. You see the good rank, in the GATE examination or any other examination. What do you think they are doing? They are simply making these small differences, whatever they do, and they achieve big heights in their career. And the same thing you should also try to do. The first thing is you should plan your time. How many months are remaining for the GATE examination? At least 1 month you should leave just before the examination. So you should always plan your studies. Maximum by 31st of December you should cover everything, whatever you want to revise, whatever you want to study, whatever you want to do, you must complete it till 31st of December. So you first see how much time you are having, what is the bandwidth, and how many subjects are pending. Some subjects you must have covered. As per my analysis, this is August. Till August, at least you should be having 5 to 6 subjects completely done. How many people are in this particular situation? 5 to 6 subjects at least completely done. Are you in this situation or not? If you are not in this situation, my friend, it is my humble suggestion to you. I am nobody to interfere in your life and career. That if you are not having 5 to 6 subjects at least completed with respect to theory, then my friend, you better target 2024. Are you getting that? 2023 is not going to be easy for you. Even if you make lot of efforts, you should make efforts, but targeting 2024, not 2023. So if your 5 to 6 subjects are completely done at this point of time, what you have to do? These 5 to 6 subjects you have to rotate in terms of revision. You have to plan it. Every second day, every third day, every fourth day, or weekly, whatever you want. Accordingly, you can change the subjects. And you have to rotate all these subjects in such a fashion so that you do not feel boredom. And you are always on your toes and you are working for the final day. Just a moment. How many people are able to follow this? So what is the first thing you have to do? You have to think in terms of time. Time, you have to understand at least 5 subjects, I am assuming you have done till now. So these 5 subjects you have to rotate in next couple of weeks or days, how you want it. You have to plan it, okay? And do not make a very complex plan. It's like human psychology. Human psychology, we are very much attracted towards doing easy things, okay? We are very much attracted. You give me a easy task, I will do it right now. Everybody will do it. Are you getting this? And you give me a difficult task. I ask you to wake up early in the morning. Yes or no? Suppose I ask you to wake up early in the morning at 6 and do your studies. This is not going to be easy for you. For most of the people, it is not easy. Very few people can do this. So what I am asking you? I am asking you, instead of getting up early, 6 a.m. in the morning, why not you study for 2 hours in the night itself? And you can sleep late in the night if you are not able to wake up early in the morning. You have to find alternatives. Okay, in Hindi we call it jugaad. So nobody is going to ask you whether you were reading in the morning or in the evening or in the night or in the afternoon. The only thing which is going to matter is whether you got the result or not. Are you getting this? So you choose your own plan. Like suppose you have to recharge your mobile. So there are going to be hundreds of plans. But you choose your plan according to your requirements, your strength, your weaknesses, how you want to do it. And that plan will be only your plan. So suppose there are some remaining subjects. Suppose 4 to 5 subjects are remaining. You have not studied well, okay? And these are the subjects which you are not comfortable because of any reason. But still you have to complete the syllabus. For these subjects, you should try to at least first focus on important areas. It is not possible that you can complete every subject from cover to cover. It is not possible. So first you have to understand whatever subjects you have done, try to get excellence in these subjects. Keep on trying to increase your level of confidence in these particular subjects. And the other subjects which you have not done, always try to at least focus on minimum possible areas you have to cover, so that if you are getting a direct question, average question, you are able to handle it. It's not like a blank out, okay? It's not like a complete blanket that you are going in the examination, 3-4 subjects you have not touched at all, you are going to the examination and you are not able to hit it. No. So 5-6 subjects at least you will be having, 5 to 6 subjects you will be having in your hand, so that any question coming in the examination, you will be always in a situation to do it with 100% of your confidence. Is it clear? And these 4 or 5 subjects, at least you should be average or average plus level. Okay? Maybe nobody can be comfortable in all the subjects, but at least you can bare minimum complete the theory part, do basic level of questions and get some confidence, so that if you are getting a direct or average question, you are able to handle it. Definitely, Ritik, you can crack. It's not about cracking the GATE examination. It's about which rank you want. Okay, we are focusing on this rank, my dear. This is the problem. We are not focusing on getting just some good rank. We are talking about getting the topmost rank. You are trying to get the topmost rank. Are you getting this? Is it clear, Mr. Ritik? Definitely you can crack, but what rank you want, accordingly you have to work. See, very less time is remaining. You have to complete the subjects, you have to revise them, and you have to attain a level so that you are at the cream. You are at the cream. Are you getting that? So planning is, first thing is you have to focus on time. What is the second thing? The second thing is you have to plan in terms of your notes. Okay, this is the time you have to finalize your notes. Which notes are going to be your final notes? Okay, for almost every topic. This should not be the case when only 1 month is remaining in the examination. After December, you will be having approximately 1 month in the January. January is going to be a very crucial month for you. It's not that after 31st you are searching for a particular topic, you are searching, okay, where should I read this? Because maybe you are reading something, you are not understanding it, you are not getting the confidence to solve the questions. This is the time you sit down and try to finalize your notes, which notes you are going to follow. Either you have completed it, not completed it, then you do it as soon as possible. But you should have a final notes. This subject, this topic, you have the notes. You don't have to go to any other resource. You don't need to search on internet. You don't need to flip the books, because you cannot waste your time anymore. Already you have wasted a lot of time. Power electronics is difficult to me, sir. Mr. Ramatullah Shah is saying. See, it's not about any subject being difficult. The reason is, if you are feeling any subject difficult, the simple reason is you are not able to focus on that particular subject and you have not given enough time to that particular subject. Just start giving some time, sit for some 10-15 days for some portion of the subject, basic level, then you will be able to develop your interest and you will not feel this thing that a particular subject is difficult. No subject is difficult, let me tell you. Okay. Anyways, so second thing is notes. Third thing is you should try to frame, what should I say, in terms of resources. You should always frame in terms of, you can say test series, okay, or you can say mock, whatever you want. Test series and mock, they are also going to be one important part of your planning. When to give the question, when to give the test series, when to appear for the mock, how many mocks you have to give. This also you need a planning, because you cannot waste your time. It's simply not, because suppose you are giving a particular mock test in the Sunday, okay, so that must get some value added in your preparation. Suppose you have not at all attempted a particular subject, or you are very weak in that, so there is no substance of appearing for that mock. So you have to plan your test series and mock also. Mr. Munawar Hussain is saying, question practice उतना नहीं कर पाता हूँ. So करो ना, कौन मना कर रहा है? It's up to you ना. When you know the problem, why you are not taking action on it? Okay? जब आपको पता है कि ये समस्या है. और एक चीज़ जीवन में ध्यान रखना, हमारे जीवन में जो कुछ समस्याएं हैं उसको सिर्फ एक इंसान सुलझा सकता है, भगवान भी नहीं सुलझा सकता, हमें खुद सुलझानी है. God is not going to come on earth to help you. Nobody will help you. Let me tell you very frankly, it's a practical word. You have to achieve this. The only thing as a mentor I can do is, I can just show you the right direction. What is the right direction? Start making efforts. Start making efforts. You are thinking something, you are identifying the problem, but you are not working for the solution. That is where you feel a particular subject is difficult. That is where you feel you are lagging in the question. Who is stopping you? Start solving 30 questions per day. Who is stopping you? Stop eating food. You will not die, at least for one day. You can be on water or liquid. You can drink some milk or very small food you can eat. Give all your time. Start tomorrow onwards. Today if you want you can do, otherwise tomorrow you make a target that tomorrow you are going to solve 30 questions for your choice of subject. What is the problem? You do it for next 15 days, my friend, you will see the change. You will see the change. The Rome was not built in a day, my friend. You have to invest time, you have to plan. That is what I am saying. So you have to plan for your time, you have to plan for your notes, and you have to plan for your test series and mocks. Revision. Now most of the candidates, it's okay Manova. Most of the students, how they are doing the revision? Most of the people, they are doing revision like this. Yes or no? Don't laugh. Just tell me yes or no. This is how most of the people are doing the revision, but this is not the way you revise things. Revision is like, suppose you have prepared a very good food. Yes or no? Suppose you are preparing a very delicious food. Okay? But at the end of the day, what matters is that food must be catered with proper arrangement on the dining table, and there are people who are going to eat it. Then only it will be 100% proof that yes, the food was delicious. Now the food you have prepared was delicious, but it was not arranged in a proper way, and somehow it is got ruined, it got wasted. Are you getting this? The same thing is happening with you. You are sitting for hours and hours and you are studying. But what is more important? You have to arrange the food on a proper plate and you have to offer it to the examiner. That is what you are not doing. You are saying, no, sir, I will always be in the kitchen. I will prepare the most delicious food, but I will not give it to the examiner. So how you are going to get the good rank? You have to change this attitude. You have to understand, if you start something, you have to do it till the finishing line. If you start a race and suppose you are the most, you are having the best speed among all the competitors, and what you are doing just before the finishing line, you are standing like this, no, I will not do the revision. So how you are going to get AIR 1? Revision is the biggest difference in your preparation and toppers preparation. People who have topped rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 10, whatever rank, the major difference has been created by revision. Okay, are you getting this? So the question is, how you are going to do the revision? You should be doing the revision like this. All compose, calm, giving enough time to the concept part, solving questions, sitting for a proper time. You don't sit watching the clock. You sit, you should have a different time. Your time frame is concept. Suppose you are reading something, you are revising something. So you should not think, okay, 9 o'clock I have to leave. No, 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 no. Once that concept is completely finished, then only you will leave your table, leave your chair. Are you getting this? If you have this much commitment, then only you think for this much marks. Otherwise, leave it. No problem. Are you getting that? Mr. Shah, please wait. Please wait. Please wait. VLSI design in IITs. See, in any of the IIT or ISC, if you want, then your rank should not be more than 200, 300. Let me be very frank with that. Okay. And for PSUs, it must be up to 100 or up to 150. Then result oriented. Now in Hindi, there is an old saying, Jungle mein mor nacha kisne dekha, suraj ugega sabko dikhega. When you are working in the background, nobody is able to see this. But when you get the success, then you shine like a sun. Everybody will bow down. So first, you dance like a peacock. Jungle mein mor nacha kisne dekha. You dance like a peacock, hiding in the forest. Do not tell your friends, I am doing this much preparation. Do not show your preparation level in the class. I have seen some people, they are coming for the class, and every time they are trying to just what we say, they want to show that how much they know something. This should not be the case. Only half knowledge is going to be having more noise and sound. Complete knowledge will always be composed. So if you want to achieve this level, first you dance like a peacock in the forest without any noise, without anybody noticing that. How? You should be result oriented. Somebody was saying, sir, I am getting distraction. Why you are getting distraction? The only reason is you are not taking your own self seriously. That is the only case. That is the only case. There is an old song. I don't know whether you listen to that song or not. We remember that song or not. Until and unless you stand on your own feet, the world is not going to recognize your identity. So if you want to be someone, in your life, then you can go like that. But if you want to achieve, if you want people to recognize your identity yourself, then my friend, you have to raise. You have to always be result oriented. Nobody can distract you if you do not want it. Suppose I have the best of the seeds and I go to the desert, Marusthal, and I throw those seeds, give the best of the what we say in fertilizer. Everything I am giving perfect, but that ground or soil is not ready for proper production. What will happen? The same thing is happening with you. Your mind is already distracted. That is why you are getting distraction. First, you try to do a little bit of meditation. Try to get set priorities in your life. Understand the meaning of life. Understand where you are going. What is the purpose of your life? What you want to do in your life? Are you going in a random direction or you want to achieve something? Are you getting this? Over planning I am not saying, but at least you should be very clear what you are doing. What are your priorities? You are not a baby. You are not a child. You are not a kid. You are a 23, 24, 25-year-old men, women, whosoever, boys, girls. So you take full control of your life and career and grow stronger, not weak. When you say somebody can distract you, it shows a very weak personality. It means you have not grown up. You have not grown up. You have not achieved maturity. You should achieve maturity, at least in terms of your career. So be mature, be practical, and try to focus what you want out of your career. Then we have capacity building. Let me give you one example. Why most of the people are not able to achieve 75 plus marks or rank under 10, under 50? What is the reason? What is the reason? Take the example of any particular sport. Suppose we are talking about this particular sport. It looks like very simple. You have to just run a little way and you have to jump and you can jump. But actually, if I put you in the real situation, will you be able to achieve this? No. Even I am not able to achieve this. Why? Because it requires a proper training, a training of 5 years, maybe 10 years. So when you want to achieve that level in the GATE examination, my friend, that requires a certain level of training, certain level of hard work, certain level of commitment, conviction. Without doing that, how you can achieve this? Not possible. So first you undergo the hard work, first you undergo the commitment, conviction, then only you can get it. Effectiveness, not efficiency. Now it is a little bit tricky word. Effectiveness and efficiency, they look like same, but they are completely different. Suppose I have two machines. Okay, suppose I have two machines. One is a small size, one is a big size. The big size machine is more efficient than the small size machine. But my requirement and my job is done by that small machine. So should I go for higher efficiency or should I go for high effectiveness? So effectiveness is going to give you result, not the efficiency. Mr. Ravi Shankar Kirti Singh, my question like just asking, sir, when we grow up like we passed BTech and now studying the same for some gap of years, how to focus more, sir? Like I can focus continuously for 3 hours. So no problem, Ravi Shankar. If you are able to focus for 3 hours, that is miraculous. Okay. I can tell you, you can go to the, okay, you can just book a world record. You check it on internet. It's the human psychology. Human brain cannot focus on one thing for more than few seconds. I am saying few seconds, not minutes. So anyhow, if you have the bracket of 3 hours, my friend, it's phenomenal. You can do wonders. But you have to be little more confident. Maybe you are wasting your time. You are having the window of 3 hours, but maybe you are wasting your time. You are not in the examination oriented mode. Your studies are not that much productive. Just try to make your studies productive. That is very, very important. Are you getting that? So that is what we are talking here also, my friend. See, hard work only is not going to give you the results. Let me tell you, hard work in the right direction will give you results. Okay, that is why, see what happens. Suppose you are going to the examination. Right now we are having the computer based test. Earlier time when I used to sit for the GATE examination, it was offline. So how I was doing the examination, just see here, and how it should be done. The moment I get the question paper, the first thing I will do is, first I will give 10 minutes to see what types of questions are there, what are the areas I can crack first. Maybe I am best in power system, maybe I am best in machines, maybe I am best in control system. I have some areas where I have the strength. So first I will identify those areas and I will first attempt those areas as per my strength. Suppose the person who has made this particular question paper, random questions are there. If starting half an hour I am not able to solve 10 questions, my whole confidence will be gone. But I am very practical. I know in competitive examination you are not supposed to solve all the questions. You are only supposed to solve those questions which other people are solving and little more questions than that. Who is getting rank 2? Just you solve a little more questions than him with accuracy and speed. That's all, you will get rank 1. But it is very hypothetical to say that, because how you are going to know how much rank 2 is doing? So you have to give your best. I hope you are understanding this. Always you go for the examination, always before you start doing the question, first you see what are the areas where you can give a better performance. Start your examination with those areas. You will see a big difference, my friend, big difference you are going to see. If first hour of your examination you are able to solve at least 60-70% of what you feel is your strength, it will give you a lot of boost up, my friend, lot of boost up. Anyways, Focusing upon effectiveness. Effectiveness is something which will give you result. Efficiency will always not give you result. Let me show you one small GIF and you will be able to correlate with it. Actually, most of you are doing like this. You are trying to fit the wrong object in the wrong place. So, how you have to do it? You have to do it little differently. You should focus on effectiveness, not the efficiency. Okay, efficiency is good for machines, not for human beings. For human beings, effectiveness is the key. How to get the work done, how to get the result, that is more important, my friend. Now let us talk about, now what I am going to discuss is going to be important for electrical engineering students only. So let us start our discussion. If you talk about mathematics, my friends, see, mathematics, every area is going to be important, and I cannot give you any surety that only from those areas which I am discussing questions will be asked. But let me tell you very frankly, there are some concepts from where it is very, very high probability, very high chances that you will be getting a question. Are you getting that? For example, matrix algebra. Every year, almost every year you see you are getting a question. So this is one important relevant topic in mathematics. Eigenvalues, eigenvector. One important area from every year, almost every alternate year you are getting the questions. So why not just sit today itself and complete it? Already you must have done the class. If not, then already you have lot of sessions on the same YouTube channel. You can watch them on mathematics. Calculus, maxima, minima. One of the important area from where every year you are getting the question. Some relevant topics I am just discussing with you. Other than that also you may get, but I am just telling you as per my experience. I hope it is going to help you. Then Fourier series. Most of the people calling it Fourier, actually that is the wrong pronunciation. It is Fourier. Fourier series. Okay, you every alternate year you are getting the questions. Then yes, line integral, surface integral, volume integral, Stokes theorem important, Gauss theorem important, divergence theorem. These are small things. If you understand them, if you read them once, you practice some questions, you can get the confidence. Differential equations. Every year you are getting question on differential equations. So most of the basic part, I think everybody must be comfortable with differential equation. What you are not, you can say comfortable, that is yes, partial differential equations, you may get a question. Partial differential equations, you may get a question. That is going to be one relevant area, important area. Apart from this, you have initial and boundary value problems. That also is important. And there are some basic issues that everybody must be comfortable. Then Cauchy's equation, Euler's equation, these are also important. Complex variables, if you see, now every year they may be asking one question from one area, one question from one area. So you decide. If you are comfortable with that, then you can go with that. Otherwise, you can leave also. Probability and statistics, one important area. Now you understand that probability, there are high chances you will be getting the question. Okay. So this is the area which you have to completely do it. Okay. It's already available free of cost. On the same channel, you can watch the series taken by Rakesh sir, that is already available. Otherwise, if you are already enrolled in some of the time-bound courses, that will also give you benefits. Let us talk about electric circuits or networks. Network elements, ideal voltage and current source, dependent sources, elements, network solution methods, KCL, KVL, node mesh analysis, network theorems. Now, network theorem is going to be one relevant area, which is a very, you can say, a topic which is related to many other topics. So if you have a command over network theorem, you will be in a better situation. Okay. Then we have maximum power transfer theorem, transient response to DC and AC. This is one important area which will not only help you in this particular subject, but various other subjects they are going to help you. Okay. Then resonance, two-port networks, sure short questions from where you are getting that I am just discussing. Then you have star delta transformation, complex power and power factor in AC circuits. This is also important. Electromagnetic fields. See, electromagnetic field is a very small you can say subject as far as electrical engineering is concerned. So this I think you must do completely, but still there are some relevant areas. For example, every year there is a possibility you are getting questions from magnetic circuits, self and mutual inductance of simple configuration. Okay, so MMF, reluctance, all these important areas you can focus upon. The rest of the syllabus is going to be very basic. Okay, if you are preparing for such a big examination, then you should not say that what about Coulomb's law. If you don't know Coulomb's law, then it means you are not preparing at all. Signal and system. If you see, it looks like a very small subject. The syllabus looks like small, but when you come to the question practice part, it is a very big subject and it has a big impact on other subjects also. Okay, so this subject you have to focus on all the important topics. For example, you have to talk about Fourier series, Fourier transform, you have to talk about Z transform, Laplace transform. So you have to completely do it, no choice here. Electrical machines, starting with the transformer. Now transformer voltage regulation and efficiency is going to be one important area from where there is a high possibility you will be getting a question. So, okay, so once you cover the basics of transformer, first you can focus upon voltage regulation and the frequency. For three-phase transformers, there are high chances you will be getting questions from parallel operation and auto transformer. Okay. DC machines. In DC machines, you can expect questions related to the armature reaction or commutation. You can get questions from compensating windings and interpoles. So the basic areas are going to be very important. Apart from that, we have general areas which everybody study, and DC machine is such a topic you can understand at least 2 to 3 questions. At least 2 to 3 questions you will be getting in the GATE examination from DC machines, and it is easy also. DC machine is comparatively easy. Let us talk about the induction motor. Okay, three-phase induction motor. So basically they are talking about torque speed characteristic. There are some other areas also. For example, every 2 to 3 years they are asking questions from no load and block rotor test also. Starting of induction motor is one important area. Starting of induction motor, starting methods is one important area from where you can expect questions. Is it clear, everybody? Then coming to synchronous machines. Synchronous machines, there is a high possibility you will be getting questions from parallel operation, regulation. Basic structure you must cover. Okay, you cannot leave it. I am not saying that you leave all other topics. I am just telling you relevant topics which you focus first, because very less time is there. Then you can go for other topics. Okay. So this is for machines. Now power system, if you talk about. See, economic load dispatch is one area which was added very recently. EC has already been discussed, Ravi Shankar. I think there is a typing mistake. Okay, electronics has already been discussed, how to get 75 plus marks by some other faculty, maybe Rakesh sir or some other faculty. I will be only focusing upon electrical engineering. Is it clear? So I was saying economic load dispatch is one area from where there is a high possibility that almost every year you see you are getting questions. So this is one important area. Now models and performance of transmission line, I am not saying these are not relevant areas. This is something very basic. You have to read it. You have no other choice. Okay. Then compensation, one important area. Okay. Then you see bus admittance matrix, that is Y bus, you are getting question. Okay. And power factor correction, one important area. Then fault analysis, unsymmetrical and symmetrical fault analysis, symmetrical components. Okay. Then relays, overcurrent, differential, directional and distance protection. Very, very important. There is a high possibility you are getting questions from these 4 or 5 types of relays. Then circuit breaker, a small topic, very easily you can cover. Stability is one important area. Stability is one important relevant area from where you can get the question. Also, equal area criterion, which comes under transient stability. Let us talk about control system. Control system is, I think, everybody's favorite subject, but there are some areas from where you see every year you are getting questions in the GATE examination. For example, Routh Hurwitz, every year you are getting question. Nyquist, every year almost you are getting a question. Okay. Board plots, every year almost you are getting a question. Root locus, okay, root locus you are getting question almost every year. Compensator, one important area, compensator, and state space model, important area. Rest everybody read, rest everybody read. You first focus on these areas and get command over them, practice more and more questions. Are you getting that? Now, measurements. Measurements, some important areas you can easily identify. For example, bridges are going to be one important relevant area from where questions are being asked. Then instrument transformer also. See, everybody read about this measurement of voltage, current, power and frequency. So, I am not mentioning it because it is very natural, you have to read it. Okay. Digital voltmeter is one important area. Some people leave it, but you may get a question. Okay. And error analysis. Error analysis. Most of it is a small subject, you can cover it, and the recent trend has been that less number of questions are being asked, but you never know in which year they are going to give importance to this subject also. Then we have analog and digital electronics. Some of the important areas I am going to identify, just go with that. Clipping, clamping, very basic, and almost every year you can see you are getting questions. Rectifiers, amplifiers, biasing, equivalent circuit, these are the basic things. Operational amplifier, one relevant area. Almost every year you see the GATE examination, GATE question paper, you will see almost every year they are asking at least 1 or 2 questions from this operational amplifier. So, be very, very confident in this and you will get a better result, my friend. Then filters are there, combinational sequential logic circuits are there, multiplexers are there. Okay, Schmitt trigger, one important area, sample and hold circuit, A to D and D to A converters. So, apart from the basic areas, you first focus on these important areas, it will give you better result. Then power electronics, static volt ampere characteristic, firing gating circuits for thyristors, MOSFET, IGBT, DC to DC conversion. Okay. Now, this is one important area, buck boost and buck boost converters. There has been a recent trend, they are asking questions. Okay. Then single phase and 3 phase configuration of uncontrolled rectifiers, voltage and current commutated thyristors. See, these are the basic things you have to study, So, whether it is thyristor, whether it is rectification, whether it is inverter, whether it is AC voltage controller, or whether it is SMPS or chopper. Basic things you have to cover. Let me give you some more input for this. See, basically, let me just write down here. Okay. Because if I going to highlight this, then everything I am going to highlight. That is why I am writing here. So, thyristor based, okay, converters. Okay, whether it is half wave, full wave, okay, completely you have to cover each and every analysis. Then talk about inverters, chopper, and what is remaining? AC voltage controllers. So, the basic part of subject you can cover. Then, so this is all from my side, friends. I hope I have given you a little bit of clarity, but believe me, the methods, the approach I have discussed with you in this particular session can give you a much difference in your result next year. So try to follow these approaches, these methods, and definitely within no time you will see the results. But if you really want to achieve 75 plus marks, first have a belief that it is not difficult. You can also achieve it. Make a proper planning. Try to execute it as per the schedule and make a very practical planning, not impractical planning. Okay. So thank you so much. Take care of yourself and let us meet in the next session when we are going to discuss some more important issues related to your preparation. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.